Welcome to another Bitcoin analysis video. I'm going to get through a top-down analysis starting from the weekly down to the daily, the 4-hour, the hourly, and the 15-minute. We're going to be talking trend direction, the market structure, if there's any hidden or regular divergence present, how I'm currently positioned, and what I'm expecting next. So let's start with the weekly. This is a top-down analysis. First things first, we need to know which direction to be looking for continuation in. And so two ways that I do that. One is I look at the 200 EMA and I see is price over it or under it. Right now, it's well over the 200 EMA, so I'm expecting that we're in an uptrend and that things will continue higher. Now, another thing that I need to see is also the current structure. Okay, so market structure, very important as well. Here is the current market structure. We have bullish market structure on the weekly time frame. And this is the structure that we're currently trading at. This is the weekly structure low to hold. So this one down here, and then weekly structure high to break on close. So we're just trading in this range right now. And the expectation when we're in bullish structure or in an uptrend over the 200 EMA is continuation to the upside, okay? And now we can look for some more things that may tell us if this is going to go to the upside or if it's ready to go to the upside and continue. One is, do we have a discount pullback yet? And taking from the highest point of the current structure down to the lowest point of the current structure, we have a discount pullback that has already taken place down to the 0.618 retracement, which is often a place where we'll find a bottom for a pullback, and we've already hit it. So that definitely kind of helps with a more bullish case as far as a bottom already potentially being in here. Another thing that I can see is hidden bullish divergence. Okay, so on the RSI here, you can see we go lower low on the RSI, but we're making a higher low on the price. Okay, so we have the hidden bullish divergence, discount pullback to the 0.618 already. And so things are looking like it's pretty likely ready to continue to the upside right now for this weekly time frame. Now, remember, we could go all the way down to 98,000 and even below it and still be holding bullish structure on the weekly. So it doesn't mean it's impossible for it to go down here and then go up. Okay, so you never know what's going to happen, but there are some signs that we've already bottomed here. And I'm thinking that's going to be my main case personally, based on all the information available from this weekly time frame. Now, that's it for the weekly. Expectation is continuation up. And let's take a look at the daily, see if we can add anything to that weekly analysis. Okay, so with the daily, first things first, structure, trend, according to 200 EMA. We are over the 200 EMA, so that's also good because it lines up with our weekly time frame for the uptrend. And so we'd be expecting continuation to the upside. We want to buy a discount pullback. Now, something that happened with the daily is we actually lost the bullish market structure here. So we did close below this low. You can see that we made a new high here. And then we went right back down, closed below the low of the structure. So we flipped into a bearish structure, but we're still holding the 200 EMA. So when that happens, I go into kind of a more neutral stance for this time frame, and then I kind of default out to the higher time frame. So I'd still look to this 200 EMA plus the weekly bullish outlook, and I would have an overall bullish lean still. Something I also wanted to mention with the daily is that we have a sweep on high over the range, and then we have this kind of sweep on the low of the range. And often when we get this, where we go sweep highs, sweep lows, and then continuation in the context of an overall uptrend over the 200 EMA. We see this happen, and our weekly is bullish. Often we get that continuation move right after here. It's just a shakeout of sweep of highs, sweep of lows, then continuation. And I just want to show you some examples of that. Back here, we got the exact same thing. So see this right here, sweep of highs, sweep of lows, continuation. So you go highs, lows, continuation, and then look back here. We go highs, lows, continuation up. So breaking down on the daily structure is not ideal, but it's not the end all for this trend. Okay, so mainly things are still looking bullish overall. But I just wanted to mention that that is kind of my main case right now based on the weekly and the daily, is that I'm thinking this probably ends up being just one of those sweeps highs, sweeps lows, and then continues up. So that's my main case right now at this moment, unless proven otherwise. Okay, now let's go down to the 4-hour, take a look. And again, let's do it. So structure and trend for this time frame. We are now in bullish structure. So we flipped back into bullish structure after having this little downtrend here. And at the same time that we flipped into bullish structure, which was breaking over this high, we actually reclaimed that 200 EMA as well on this 4-hour. So things are looking pretty good right now for this 4-hour time frame. Looks like we're just doing a little pullback, which is setting us up with a nice reset on the RSI, potentially some hidden bullish divergence I see there as well. If we look at some of these minor pivots, you can see some hidden bullish divergence there, which is great to see for continuation to the upside. And since we're in bullish market structure and we're over the 200 EMA on this 4-hour time frame, it would make sense to expect that we continue higher from here towards another untapped high, the next untapped high, which would be this one right here. And then after that, obvious untapped high right there. So just targeting next obvious untapped highs for this 4-hour uptrend that we're in right now. And if we have this type of look on this 4-hour uptrend, I would want to see some sort of reason to enter on this pullback if I was looking for a fresh entry, which I'm currently not, and I'll say why in just a sec. It's because I'm positioned already. Let's go down to the hourly. I'd look for a reason to long, such as a bullish divergence on a lower time frame. And so with this hourly, we're over that hourly 200 EMA. Looks like we have kind of a weird bullish divergence here. Well, we're not really getting lower on that RSI as we come down to make lower lows. So we do have a technical bullish divergence that's built up here. But let's go down to a lower time frame, such as the 15-minute, and just look at this local move down. So this most recent move to the downside, we do have a bullish divergence that's built up here. So that's a good sign. What could be happening here that I posted on X is just a little bit of a retest. So this is where we broke out into bullish structure right there, this high when we broke above it. So it wouldn't be crazy to retest that high, which would then also retest the 200 EMA of the 4-hour time frame before we go up again. Okay, so just be ready for just a little bit of downside. This is really minor short-term stuff, just 1% down. So maybe we just go straight up from where we're at now. We do already have that lower time frame bullish divergence, but just don't be surprised. Do a little retesting. This is just very short-term, small stuff. So potential for a little bit of downside, then continuation to the upside. But the main case is going to be continuing to the upside. So that will pretty much cover the main time frames, weekly, daily, 4-hour. For the time being, things are more bullish than bearish across time frames, quite significantly so. Okay, so no reason to be freaking out about downside moves. Just keep in mind where the weekly bullish structure is that I covered, and that's the level to hold on the weekly. Where I'm currently positioned from long, which I'm sharing my posts when I enter them, I'm showing my positions on X. So follow me, link in the description on X. I'm positioned from down here. So I'm long from this pullback. Nice little 3-wave correction that we saw here. And so I'm long down around 98 or 99K, and I'm just holding that. I'm also long on Litecoin from $80, CRV from 50 cents. And I posted all my entries when I took them. I'm still holding them now because I expect that we go much higher in the coming weeks. So even if we do go down and take out the lows again here, just default to that weekly and relax, because it's looking like we're pretty close to a nice breakout to new all-time highs, in my opinion. So that's where I stand right now, and why I think that things are still looking quite bullish across the board. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.